maybe. Oh man, guys, after an extended absence.
Too long.
Too
Hey.
long.
Let's just think that was season 1. Now, we're starting season 2.
There we go.
We had a mid-season break, and now we're back. All right.
Right.
I took on some side projects, some solo projects.
I don't appreciate that.
Well,
Yeah, he's trying to do his own thing apparently.
no.
Old Justin Timberlake over here.
Trying to break up the band. I don't.
No, but I will say the last 2 weeks, Bog Squad have been on me. I had to do a conference, which was, conferencey. And then my parents came and then, now here we are 3 weeks after the last BOGcast, but we're back. So, gentlemen.
You're back, baby.
Act like we never left,
Yeah. Guys, it's been a couple of weeks, like weeks. And I mean that in the sloggy kind of way.
Yeah.
It's been a slog.
Slog. That's a good word for it. Slog.
Guys, we're here what now? 2 days into break. Is this not just the greatest feeling in the world? I'm sitting here this is a normal, this would just be Sunday, normal. We're not in school anyway. We're not officially enjoying the full break yet, but just knowing tomorrow I don't have to do anything.
Yes.
And it's glorious. Glorious.
Glorious.
I think that's how it goes.
Yeah. I'll officially
glorious.
I will officially know that I am on break tomorrow morning when I'm watching The Price is Right. The first Price is Right of a break is always when I'm like, yeah, this is a break.
Ooh.
This is a break. Well, we got a very special episode of the BOGcast today. It's a holiday week. So this one is holiday themed, right? We're going to be taking on some of your favorite Thanksgiving topics and just kind of seeing where it takes us. So let's start off here with head to head, the Thanksgiving edition. All right. Now, that was a turkey. Riggs, what's your best turkey impression?
Come on, Riggs.
That's pretty good.
Is it I think it goes something like this. Right? And is that a turkey?
No,
Nailed
yeah,
it.
that's definitely
Nailed
the
it.
turkey.
Cameron would be really proud.
Yeah.
You
That's
are
how
teaching Cameron up really good.
Woof, woof.
That's how I learned it.
That's another great turkey.
Yeah. That's how I learned
French
it.
turkey.
But
Yeah.
Mom and Dad got my See and Say off the clearance rack, so there may have been something wrong with it. All right. Well, we're going to start off here with a classic. Stovetop or actual homemade stuffing? Because I'm going to tell you, one of these brings back some memories, but one of them's just good.
Well, okay, I can go ahead and start. So, I love both of them. Let's just say that. The homemade, stuffing, whatever you call it, dressing, I've heard it called before. It's just so good. But here's the thing. I got to go stovetop here. And it's for the one reason, you go to a couple different places for Thanksgiving over the years, you experience different families stuffing and sometimes it's really good, sometimes it's not as good, sometimes it's dry, sometimes you gotta, just to eat it, you gotta douse it in some gravy, which I'm okay with. I love doing that. But stovetop is consistent. Okay, stovetop is stovetop, and it's just so delicious no matter what. There's no screwing up stovetop, where sometimes I think people get a little bit too crazy and try to go, I'm not a big celery fan, and people put celery in the stuffing sometimes, and I'm just like, unless it's just cooked soft, if it's still got too much of a crunch, I got to pass on it. So I'm going stovetop. I know there's probably some people that think that's crazy, but it's consistent. It's always good. There's nothing wrong with stovetop ever.
Ooh, I listen. I hate to be the guy.
You don't like either one?
What?
I'm just not a huge fan of the whole stuffing game,
Oh my God.
It's a dish made out of bread. What's not to like?
Listen, I'm with you. But
You
I
like
would almost
croutons?
just I would rather just give me some cornbread. I don't understand why we gotta play this game and put. Listen, if I'm picking one, up stovetop, I guess. Really not a fan of dressing. There's like you said, there's too much stuff going on. There's celery. I hate celery. Nah. So I mean, if I'm being forced to pick, stove top, sure.
See, that kind of blows my mind a little bit, Coleman, because you're a big fan of soft and soggy, and that's
Yeah.
exactly what stuffing is.
Yeah,
It's
I mean,
soft,
listen,
soggy bread.
It should
I
be
get it.
everything you love.
The texture is great. I'm not gonna get there's no arguments there. I don't know. Maybe I've not had maybe people in my family have put too much stuff in stovetop. I don't know.
Wow.
Well, I got to
Okay.
tell you, there's a clear winner for me here. Clear winner. And it takes me back to a simpler time when everything in our house came out of a box.
There we
And
go.
it's got to be stovetop. Here's the
Hey,
deal. My sister makes, as my parents got older, my sister kind of started taking over Thanksgiving, and she makes stuffing, and it's got celery, one,
oh,
disgusting.
Yep.
It's got hard-boiled eggs in it,
oh,
disgusting.
Okay. Hold on.
No,
Hold on.
disgusting,
I like me some hard-boiled eggs.
disgusting. And stovetop, it's like Greg said, you can't screw it up. And I'm going to tell you, the Helton family has canceled Thanksgiving this year. I'm going to be down here. And if you think I'm not doing stovetop on Thanksgiving Day, you got yourself another thing coming.
Maybe I need to make my own stovetop and try it out.
Well, there's different flavors, and there's like the cornbread stovetop. There's, I think, like a chicken, a turkey. They all taste exactly the same.
Yeah.
Like they said, I think they're boxing up four different things or four of the same thing with different labels. You know what I'm saying? So
That is
you
exactly.
can't go wrong with stovetop.
No, absolutely not. Okay, well, I'm sorry that.
All right, we got 3 for.
Boop. All right. Let's see here. Come on, laggy computer. Do your thing.
Do your thing.
All right, here we go. So next one. Do you do sweet potatoes?
Ooh.
Or do you do just solid mashed potatoes?
Whoa. You do good.
Because I love them both.
Whoa.
This is easy.
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 It's not easy.
I don't do sweet potatoes. Okay, I shouldn't say that. I will eat a sweet potato fry. I'll eat a sweet potato tater tot or something like that. Those are good.
That
Like,
sounds delicious, first of all.
in a type of like fried type dish. When you try to make a sweet potato into like a dessert with the cinnamon and the marshmallow and sweet potato pie,
It's good. Yeah.
Delicious. You're right. It's delicious.
no. So I am 100% on the train of mashed potatoes. And my mother-in-law, and actually Mallory makes them every now and then. They make these like cheesy garlic mashed potatoes with like the fried onions on top.
Mm,
I don't know about that.
Bro, they're delicious.
mm.
Yes, delicious. So it's not even close. Mashed potatoes all the way, 100%.
All right. Well, Riggs, let me tell you now, okay? I do love me a mashed potato, especially when we start talking about some brown gravy on it,
Oh,
dipping your turkey in it. It's
yes.
fantastic.
Yes.
Yeah, but I'll also say this: there's a problem here. There's freaking pecans on this sweet potato dessert you got here, Hilton.
Yeah, but it's
You
probably
don't-
like candied pecans.
You don't put pecans on it. You put marshmallows on top of it, and you roast the marshmallows.
We always put candied pecans and candied nuts on.
Listen, you've been wrong this entire time. Okay, so listen, sweet potato dessert, arguably, I don't want to say this, arguably better than pumpkin pie. It's an extremely close.
What?
It's an
What is
extremely.
your freaking
Hold on.
problem?
It's
Oh
an
my
extremely
God.
close race, neck and neck, neck and neck. I'm just telling you.
No.
I'm
No.
a big fan of a sweet potato.
No.
I'm gonna go ahead and go because listen, I have mashed potatoes all throughout the year, right? Those are always around. Okay.
Yeah.
So if we're talking about a holiday food that maybe I don't experience the rest of the year the way I normally do during the holiday, it's the sweet potatoes. I can go get mashed potatoes right now. Okay. But sweet potato, got to be in the right mood for it.
Hey, you know why? You know why you can get mashed potatoes year round? Because they're delicious and
They're
everybody.
good. I'm not arguing they're not good.
Nobody wants a sweet potato at any other time. They're like, you know what? We've got these sweet potatoes just piled up in the back of the pantry. I guess we'll try to use them for something.
And then they sell out.
Yeah.
All right,
Well,
Helton, break the tie.
I love some sweet potatoes, and I do like
Going
the
with
candied
Riggs.
pecans. I like candied nuts.
Big shock.
Big nut fan. All right. But I have to say, when it comes down to sweet v savory, I'm with
Exactly.
Riggs. I want savory. I want buttery. I want a little garlicky, a little peppery. So I got to go mashed potatoes.
But listen, this is a holiday edition.
Right.
So on the holiday,
Right. I still want mashed potatoes.
yeah, well, you can still both be wrong.
When given the opportunity, I still want mashed potatoes.
Shocker.
You brought it up, Coleman. You made the perfect pitch for it in your somehow pitch for sweet potatoes. You use it as a perfect side. It dips well. It combines well with the
That's
turkey,
fine.
with the brown gravy. You
That's
can
fine.
mix it. You can literally take the entire plate of food with mashed potatoes as the binding agent and just mix it into this massive plate.
Hey, guess what? I can eat my turkey without mashed potatoes. Okay, I'll just pour the gravy on top of the turkey.
You just
No
want
big
a
deal.
dry bird with no mashed potatoes,
Pour gravy on it.
which is fine.
Nah.
Which is fine. But all right. Well, mashed
Can't have
potatoes.
Thanksgiving without sweet potatoes.
Mashed potatoes edge out sweet potatoes in this one.
Yeah, whatever.
Next one.
This one's easy.
This
How
one.
is even a one? I don't understand what's even on here.
This one's easy for me. I wanted to cause Riggs to have an existential crisis here. So
Have an aneurysm.
pumpkin pie versus pecan pie.
Riggs, I'll go first, all right? Because we all know that you're an idiot, and it's going to take you, however long to make your mind up here. When the answer is staring you right in the face,
Right.
Look at that beautiful pumpkin pie. Look at that thing. I just tell you what, I'm going to eat that whole thing, and then get 5 more slices.
Yes.
Okay? The texture of pumpkin pie is better. The flavor of pumpkin pie is better. Hey, listen, I'm not a big crust guy, but you put a little bit of pumpkin pie on the crust, I'll devour that crust. All right? Not even think twice. I'll go with or without Cool Whip on top. It doesn't matter to me.
That
Pecan pie, look at that. That looks disgusting.
That looks like a pile of
That
crap.
looks like it went to melted sugar. Pumpkin pie all the way. Not even close. Not even the same universe.
I agree. I'm not even going to make any other arguments. Now, where are you going to land,
Right.
little man?
The pecan pie is just so unbelievably delicious, guys. It's just I don't even know what it is. I know there's pecans on it. I don't know what the stuff underneath is. It's
Yeah,
delicious.
who knows? What is that?
It's a gooey, slimy. I can't even describe the flavor to you.
Gross.
It's delicious.
Gross is what
But
it
you're
is.
right. There's no competing with pumpkin pie. But man, hey, I'll tell you this. The other day I had a pecan pie with chocolate chips in it. It was like a chocolatey pecan pie. The problem is, you said it, Coleman. You could eat an entire pumpkin pie and it not even phase you. You could just, I could eat a whole pie and be like, man, I could eat some more of that. You know, with a pecan pie, you get about halfway through just one slice and you're like, ah, my teeth feel disgusting. My mouth, like, I just feel like I ate 7,000 calories right there.
I think that's the sugar, dissolving all your teeth in your mouth.
Yeah, definitely. So, I mean, not as easy as you would think, because I love some pecan pie. But now here's the deal: you put a little ice cream on that pecan pie, a warm slice of pecan pie with some cold ice cream.
It's first of all, can you stop?
Say pecan.
Pecan pie.
Say pecan.
Pecan, bro.
Pecan.
Stop saying P in a can pie. All right?
Pecan. It's pecan pie. Give me that pecan.
Pecan.
And poop. It's pumpkin.
You freaking redneck.
Pumpkin.
Pumpkin.
It's pumpkin and pecan.
Now let me ask you this: is pumpkin a vegetable?
It's a fruit, technically. It's got seeds.
Okay,
Yeah,
I don't know.
No, does it have to do with the seeds being inside of it, right?
Yeah. So if the seeds are inside of it, you've got yourself a fruit.
Yeah.
What about a strawberry?
It's still a fruit because they're like embedded in it.
Oh, okay.
You want to know something cool? I remember learning this in high school biology. A strawberry is not a berry. A blueberry is not a berry, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But an orange is a berry.
How does it? What's a berry?
I don't remember. I just remember learning that.
Literally was grasping there.
There was a distinct definition, and like none of the things that had berry on the end were actually berries, but an orange and like a lemon were berries.
Pumpkin pie, not actually a pie.
Mm-mm.
Pecan pie, not actually a pie. But birthday cake is a pie. I don't know why. It just somebody said that one time. What?
Okay, did you learn it? Did you learn it in pie class? Well, there you go. Hey, we got a 3-fer on pumpkin pie. We got an extra one just to see. I think there is a glaringly right answer on this one. White gravy or brown gravy for Thanksgiving.
Oh.
Yeah, this one's extremely obvious. If any of you say white gravy during Thanksgiving, I'm done being your friend. Okay? It's not even close. You can do white gravy with lots of different things. You cannot do white gravy with turkey meat or hand meat.
No.
Not a good combination.
No.
White gravy is for chicken nuggets, all right?
But you could do chicken nuggets with brown gravy, I think, and it would be delicious.
Probably still be great. I don't know if there's anything that you can do with just white gravy that's not good with brown gravy too.
Yeah, I think when I think of white gravy, it's more of like a breakfast gravy to me. You know, it's like biscuits and gravy. But even biscuits and gravy, I feel like if you put some brown gravy on it,
oh yeah.
Good, you know?
I feel like Hilton's a huge brown gravy guy because it's so hearty and like savory.
Oh yeah.
The one thing with white gravy, when you mix in the sausage with it, that's when I like it. But still, it's not. We're talking Thanksgiving. Not even close.
No.
Brown gravy.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure. I didn't want to leave any stone unturned. But I thought we would probably all be on board with that. So here's the deal. We're gonna
hold on real quick.
Go ahead.
What is going on in these two pictures here? We got this delicious looking brown gravy, And then over here on the white, it looks like we're freaking cooking in a meth house. Is that what we're doing over here?
That came off Bing Pictures. It was the best white gravy I could find.
It's
It
like
looks like a cast iron skillet filled with milk and like poop. So that's what we had.
there is remnants of blood on that stove.
Yes.
And that's like, what's the countertop there? That looks like it's a piece of plywood as the countertop.
They're definitely cooking this gravy in a trap house, and I don't think that there's any doubt about it. Like, seriously, okay, if my stove looked like that, I'd be embarrassed. I wouldn't take a picture.
Never.
Put it on the internet for everybody to see. Hell no. All right, well, we've got a couple more Thanksgiving topics that I want to cover, but they're not head-to-head exactly. So we're going to go to just thinking. Right? Just thinking. So, first thing, cranberry sauce. Yes or no?
Ooh. I'll go. No. All right.
What?
I'm not sitting down at Thanksgiving to eat a sliver of cranberry jello. Okay.
You're supposed to put it on the meat.
You take it out of a can and you turn the can upside down, and this glob
Yes.
falls out. I'm not a big cranberry flavor in the first place. I'm not a berry guy. It's not my deal. All right.
They're not berries.
But I don't need. Okay, whatever you say, James. I'm fine with that. I don't care. It doesn't matter. Not a cranberry sauce guy. There's something about it. I don't know. It's like it just doesn't fit with everything else to me, you know? Not a fan.
Yeah.
I think Riggs and me on the same page here.
Yes. What is the point?
What even is it?
What
it's
is
not a sauce,
the
first of all.
point of cranberry sauce? Like, I don't understand something that
it's
is
a
so
meat dressing.
no, something that is so sweet and fruity is not meant to be combined with it. If you want to call it a dessert or something like that, call it a dessert. Call it a Thanksgiving dessert. But you're trying to like mix it with your turkey and mix it with like your. I've seen people make their little sandwiches. You know, you get the leftovers from Thanksgiving and you put your stuffing on it, your turkey, your gravy, maybe a little bit of, whatever vegetables, and then cranberry sauce.
Yes.
No.
Have you ever had lamb?
Yeah, I've had lamb. No cranberry sauce.
With mint jelly?
See, why do these fancy? Here's the problem, Riggs. These fancy guys try to make some really good meat better. Which, hey, just leave the meat alone. The meat's totally fine. Well, I'm gonna pour some cranberry au jus on here or some mango chutney. Like, dude, the meat is fine. Leave it alone. You got to stop trying to.
You are missing out. You are missing out on a dimension of flavor that. Oh, you are. Don't look at me with your cynical eyes.
Unnecessary.
You probably put A1 on your steaks too.
Yeah,
I do.
Ketchup. That's what he does.
Yeah, ketchup. That's right. Ketchup on your steak.
I put steak sauce on it. Don't. Yeah, I do. Well, you're all wrong because the cranberry sauce enhances the flavor.
No.
Okay. Well, you're still wrong, but let me ask you this. What role should vegetables play at Thanksgiving?
Like, are you talking like VeggieTales, or are they a guest of honor, or are we talking about in the dinner itself?
Should people be serving vegetables at Thanksgiving?
So here's where I think the vegetables need to lie with Thanksgiving. We talked about potatoes. We can have mashed potatoes or something like that. If you want to do a green bean casserole where that thing is lathered up with some fried onions and the cream of mushrooms and just all that stuff, go for it. If we're talking about just a side of corn or like a side of whatever stupid let's put some broccoli on the plate. No.
Broccoli and cheese.
No.
Broccoli and cheese casserole.
Okay. I'm on board. That's what I'm saying. If you can combine it into a dish or a casserole or something like that where it's not just stationary, I'm on board. If you're trying to
Unfortunately.
decide, like, oh, well, we need our vegetables today. Let's get a little side here of some carrots. No.
I think, crazily enough, this is kind of my feeling towards vegetables just in general. You know, I don't
Yes.
really want it just by itself. Don't give me some raw green beans. If you're gonna give me green beans, they better be filled with butter and bacon bits. Okay. If you're gonna put freaking corn on a plate, you better be putting it in surrounding my mashed potatoes so I can mesh it all together. All right.
Yeah. Nobody wants just lettuce by itself, but you put some dressing, some bacon bits, some croutons, some cheese,
Now,
make it a
hey,
salad. Now
now
we're on
we're in.
board.
Lettuce is my favorite food.
Gross.
Here's the deal. At Thanksgiving, everything should be brown, with the exception of having a little bit of cranberry sauce on top. But everything else should be brown. The pie, the stuffing, the noodles, everything
Gravy.
should be brown. The gravy. Okay, so we're in agreement.
Noodles?
If you're serving vegetables at Thanksgiving, get out. Get out.
Right.
If you're serving vegetables at any point, just by themselves,
Just
get out.
just in general.
Hit the door. I don't want to. Hey, here's one that always bothered me. My family always did the cucumber slices with peanut butter in them.
What?
Disgusting.
You mean celery?
Sorry, celery.
Oh,
You
I
know what
like
meant.
celery
You know,
with peanut butter.
celery, cucumbers, they're all the same thing. All right. I don't even care.
No. Celery
Hey,
with
yeah.
Absolutely.
peanut butter's
awful.
good. That's good
Hey,
stuff.
hey, I'm on board. You know what I do with those celery sticks? The little ants on a log, I think is what you call them.
Throw them in the trash.
Take
That's what I do.
Lick out the peanut butter, throw the celery away. Like, what's the point? Here's the deal: celery is zero. It's like negative calories anyway.
Right.
There's no nutritional purpose to celery.
Fiber.
Okay?
The flavor's
Why are we
Fiber.
wasting our time?
Fiber.
Stop.
You don't eat enough fiber to
I'll eat dirt.
You eat
I'd
dirt.
rather eat dirt. I'll eat the bark off of a tree before I eat celery. Okay? I will eat a cardboard box to get my fiber before I have one single bite of celery. Okay? You hear me? I'm not doing
listening. I'm listening.
it. I'm not doing it.
Why? What is it? The taste? Is it the texture?
I
It
hate
is
the taste.
100%
Is it the
the
water?
texture.
Is it the
I
water?
hate the taste.
It is 100% the texture. The taste is not great, but again, if you cooked it up, like you get celery sometimes in like a chicken noodle soup or something like that, where it's
Hate
kind
it.
of softened.
Still
It's
hate it.
okay. It's
No.
edible.
No, I'd rather
at
have
that
it crisp.
Oh,
No.
oh.
Disgusting.
It's kind of like when you bite it, it's kind of stringy, you know?
Yes.
Oh, God.
Yes.
Can't
I like
do
to-
it, bro.
I like to pretend I'm biting into something's bones.
If I could pick one vegetable to be gone off this planet, and that anybody that enjoyed it would be gone off the planet as well, it would be celery.
Yeah.
Everybody that likes celery is dead to me, and celery is never going to exist ever again.
And I would put cucumbers up there if it wasn't for the fact that we get pickles, because I love me
Ooh.
some pickles. But
Cucumbers
cucumbers
is definitely number two.
yeah. People that like cucumber water and stuff like that,
Oh.
like, "Oh, let me put
Like-
cucumber in
like-
this beverage."
Like me.
Yes, like you.
Get a life. All right?
Like you.
Get
No,
a
go ahead and
life.
say whatever it is you're going to say. Go ahead and say whatever it is you're going to say.
Yeah, people like you, Jimothy, need to
No,
take
you.
all your cucumbers and just take two of them, shove them in your eyeballs, and then just twist and then walk around with eyeballs that are cucumbers. Because
Yep.
you are obviously blind when it comes to I don't know, food stuff.
If you like cucumbers and celery, it's probably because you've had coronavirus your entire life and it's
Yep.
deadened your sense of taste. All right.
That is
Or you
it.
smoked a pack of cigarettes a day for 20 years.
Hey, Coleman, look at us.
Look at us, man.
Look at us. On the
Who thought
same
we'd be
page.
here?
Hey, me and you on the same page.
Who would have thought we'd be here? Not me.
Not me. Who'd have thought?
Who'd have thunk it?
I don't like sitting here on my own little island. Hey, so
Hey,
speaking
Rich,
of,
you know what it is? It's the beards, bro.
Oh yeah,
Beard bros.
beer bros.
Looking good.
Yeah,
where is it?
Helton, look at you with your freaking 1930s villain
Yeah.
facial hair.
Yeah, I look like I just tied some damsel up to the railroad tracks.
Yeah, see? Yeah.
Oh, wise guy. He likes celery.
Looking for a
Why,
peep, eh? Hey, so listen, speaking of islands, speaking of sitting on islands, current events, we have not discussed the events of the past couple weeks because we haven't been, having the podcast. So we're going to discuss the presidential election for a second, but not in a, those of you who know the BOG know that we don't like to wade into politics. We feel like we are above politics. We're at this level.
We're getting canceled.
But I do want to talk about this. So, current events. U.S. election brings great fame to Japanese mayor whose name is Joe Biden. And
I heard that.
yeah, Joe
Wow.
Biden.
Congratulations, Joe Biden.
Yes, I thought that was really sort of nice. It kind of took me away from the nastiness of our election, and it made me feel happy. Look at that little guy. Look at his face. He's so
Really
happy.
so happy.
Now, you guys are big fans of New Girl, right?
Oh yeah.
What's the guy's name on New Girl that Nick is obsessed with that doesn't ever speak?
Oh yeah, the guy from Mexico.
That does what's his name?
Oh man.
I'm gonna have to look it up.
That's exactly what this guy looks like, Joe Biden. He's got that same smile, that look about him that's just, it's like he doesn't have to say a word, and I feel better about myself. You know? What is it?
Tran,
yes. So just looking at this guy, Joe Biden, he's just got that same kind of look, that same quality where I feel like I could just go and sit in a room with him for a little bit and understand everything he wants to tell me,
Yeah.
Like he could
better.
kind of telepathically just kind of give me this look, and I'm like, you know what, you're right. I do need to stop being that way. I'm very hypocritical, just like very critical of myself just by looking at his aura.
Yeah,
got
for
this
sure.
good look about him.
And I'm going to tell you, I don't even think you need to be speaking the same language.
No.
Like I think it just comes across. I think he's that wise.
Well, they say the one universal language we have is body language.
That's
and
true.
I think I'm seeing his loud and clear,
Let me ask you this. If you could have, well, anyone's name, whose name would you have?
Like the same name, just
Definitely not Joe.
Like if you had the same name as some famous person, who would it be?
Definitely not Joe. Because I feel like there would be a lot of like, hey, Joe Mama, that kind of stuff going on. And that's immature, really.
It is.
So I'm not even joking. That's not funny. If you laughed at that, you're a child. So
wow. Riggs is clearly on one today.
Well,
so like, are we saying first and last name?
Yeah, like if you could have any famous person's name, or like maybe be confused for any famous person, who would it be?
Well, I've gotten Brad Pitt a lot. People look at me and they're like, Brad? And I'm like, okay, I get it. I'm good looking. But I don't know, something that would be like really, really hard to say normally. Like Arnold Schwarzenegger, that people are like, oh my gosh, how do you, but they would know because they know Arnold Schwarzenegger. So I wouldn't have to go through that ridicule, whereas people like substitutes, I'm in middle school and the substitute teacher comes in and just butchers my name. That wouldn't happen because they would recognize it right off the bat,
Sure.
Like, Arnold Schwarzenegger, hi.
Yeah. And what a great
I'm with you,
name.
Biggs. I want to have a name. I want one where like everybody's like, oh, that guy's coming in, but it'd be like a intimidating guy. You know what I mean? Like, oh, he's super famous. We can't wait to see him. No, I want everybody to be like, oh, I'm scared of him coming in. So like, I'd pick something like, I don't know, like Joseph Stalin or something
Sure.
like that.
Sure. And, you know,
Hey,
Cole,
I think
go ahead.
the only other one, like something like Voldemort.
Voldemort.
I think
Voldemort.
that would be great because then people would be like, "Oh, you can't say his name. You know, he who must not be named." I'd be like, "Hey, bro, that's my name, Voldemort. Just say it."
Yeah, just
All right?
say my name.
That'd be really good.
I think we're all on the same page. I think I'd want to be like, you know, Kaiser Wilhelm II. Or who are other great monsters through history? I don't know if the Kaiser was a monster. Pol Pot.
Who's the
maybe
one?
maybe not.
I don't forget this guy's name. Who's the one? The Mongolian guy.
Oh, Genghis Khan.
Yeah,
Genghis Khan.
That would be a good one.
That would be fun.
That would be a good one. Oh, guys, you know, if you have stuff that you want us to talk about on the BOGcast, shoot us a text, or not. No, don't shoot us a text. Don't do that. We're not giving out our information to you. But if you want to shoot us a tweet,
542. No, I'm just kidding.
shoot us a tweet. How about
473?
Tweet. Or you can email us, bogcountry3@gmail.com, or you can get in touch with us via Insta at
On the gram.
Guys, it feels good to be back, doesn't it?
It does.
Yep.
The universe is coming back into line, you know?
Yes. And Bog Squad, I hope that we were able to bring a little bit to you. You know, I'm gonna call this Welcome to Hell with Helton. We just want you to know that of all the things we're thankful for, aside from ourselves, the Bog Squad is up there. So, namaste. Namaste. At home in my PJs for Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hey, I got one thing before we go. You know, with it being 2020, you know, and just kind of the rough year for everyone. You know, everyone talks about how bad it is and everything. You know, we decided, this has been a couple weeks ago now, that we were just going to go ahead and put up the Christmas tree. So, you know, our Christmas tree has been up for a while now. We got two of them. So we got our one back here that's been up. I actually just put that one up today. So I just kind of curious about the Bog Squad. Is it too early? Are you guys, do you guys get upset about the premature Christmas decorations, or you know, are you okay with it? You know, I was kind of that way for a while. I think I was always after Christmas guy, or excuse me, after Thanksgiving guy. You know, you got to put it up. There's still Thanksgiving, but I think the older I get, the more Thanksgiving and Christmas kind of combined into one holiday. It's more of a season for me.
I'm okay the day after Thanksgiving. That's fine. Now, granted, have I already put mine up? Yes, but so I'm sort of talking out one side, but it's because my parents were here. We didn't know, you know, if we were going to be able to do holidays really at all. And so we were like, let's just put it up. Let's do some kind of memory right this year. And I will tell you, I told you, Riggs, just seeing it kind of makes me happier. Yep. But normally it would be at the end of this week, probably.
Yeah, listen, I'm of the belief system that you start putting that stuff out too early, all you're doing is diminishing the time we're supposed to be thinking and celebrating Christmas. You know, it becomes an all year thing. You know, it's just kind of its importance, you know, dwindles. It's kind of like the Black Friday stuff. You know, when I was a kid, people would camp out, and Black Friday started at like 4 a.m. Unfortunately, now people like Rigsby, they go and they go out on Thanksgiving night because Black Friday has gotten earlier and earlier and earlier. You know, and it's just a sad, sad deal. You know, people won't take time to just spend with their families. They'd rather go out and spend money. You know,
Yeah, they want,
capitalism and greed and such.
yeah, they
So
want a PS5. They don't want to spend time with Aunt Polly.
yeah, so
Well,
I'm of the differing opinion. I guess I don't want to see Christmas stuff until after Thanksgiving, at the earliest. Listen, I don't start worrying about Christmas stuff until December 1.
hmm. I will say, I agree. I don't want to lose time with family, but the Black Friday thing has become like a family tradition. We
Oh
go,
yeah,
we
going
go
out and
at the
spending money.
entire
Oh,
Suckling,
that's it.
suckling at the teat of their capitalist overlords.
That's
Yes.
some quality time, Riggs.
half the time we don't even buy a whole lot. We just go and wander around together and be crazy. We do shirts every year. We come up with a different little slogan that we do.
Okay, that's fine. That's lame, but it's still
Yeah.
instead of talking to each other and hanging out, you guys are walking around aisles. Oh look at this! Oh look at this! Oh look at this!
Yeah.
How about
Spending
you share
spending
some love?
quality time together. Yep.
Making memories, right, Riggs?
That's right. Hey, I will say this year we're not doing any of that. Obviously, there will be a lot of people out running around, and one thing I think the Black Friday I think is probably on its way to diminishing anyway, just due to the fact that people are able to online shop so easily nowadays.
Mm-hmm.
Like I can buy something off of Amazon, and like the very next day it's delivered to my house for free, like for or whatever for the Prime membership, I guess. Like I think that's probably going to be the way of the future, and I hope it is because I have family obviously that works in retail. We worked in retail. It sucks working on a Black Friday, especially. I agree with you guys saying, who wants to work on Thanksgiving? That doesn't make any sense to me. So hopefully, hopefully COVID will kind of help change the tides of that. Some maybe there'll be some good coming out of this, where people will, decide to stay home a little bit more and do their shopping online.
I'm not hopeful.
Yeah, people are pretty down.
It would be nice though. It would be nice. But you know what I wish we would do? I wish everything would close down on like Sunday.
Like any
Like,
Sunday, every
yeah,
Sunday.
just like, I wish there was one day a week where everybody except for like essential stuff would just shut down and you were kind of forced to like actually take some time off and just like rest. We as a society just work and work and work and work and work, and for what end I don't know. It's like a hamster wheel. um but just like forcing people to take some time off and be with people or just rest. I think that's something that we've kind of lost sight of.
Yeah, we really should adopt the European model as far as how they view work and vacation, and people over there go on vacations like multiple times a year.
Mhm.
It's no big deal. Taking weeks off at a time.
And they're way more efficient than we are because they actually get time to like rest and they aren't exhausted constantly.
Yep.
So
Props to Europe on that one.
not that the three of us can say anything about it because we work a lot, but we also get plenty of time off. So
Yeah.
anyway, well, that's episode 16. We'll see you back here next week. Rigsbone, you wanna sing us out?
Have a happy Thanksgiving, guys. Bug, bug, bug. Bug, 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 bug.